Understanding functional analysis. Understanding functional analysis. It contains our agenda. First, I will provide a brief overview of functional analysis. Then I will discuss the advantages and limitations of functional analysis. And lastly, I will explain motivating operations and reinforcement contingencies for the typical control and test. It contains our agenda. First, I will provide a brief overview of functional analysis. Then I will discuss the advantages and limitations of functional analysis. And lastly, I will explain motivating operations and reinforcement contingencies for the typical control and test. Here we will explain a brief overview of an FA. It's the systematic manipulation of environmental events thought to maintain problem behaviors in an experimental design. Within an FA, both antecedents and consequences model a person's natural environment to evaluate and measure their separate effects on problem behavior. While there is no standard, usually FAs are comprised of test conditions and a control condition. Here we have the play, which would be control. We've got contingent attention, contingent escape, contingent tangible, and alone. An advantage of an FA is that it creates a clear demonstration of potential variables that could be influencing the occurrences of problem behavior and aid in creating a more successful reinforcement-based treatment. Important disadvantage to be mindful of is that you actually may see a strengthening or increase of problem behavior. Additionally, the behavior can end up acquiring new functions, and a question of acceptability can be posed. Irvin et al. 2001, Reed and Nelson 2002. This condition is the play condition. It's the control. In this case, preferred activities and social activities are going to be given continuously, and no demand should be placed on the individual. In the event the problem behavior occurs during this time, it will either be ignored or neutrally redirected. With contingent attention, attention will not be made available or it will be diverted. If the problem behavior is demonstrated, attention will be provided in a mild or soothing way. In contingent escape, a 3-step prompting procedure will be used while continuously delivering directions. For example, with contingent escape with the 3-step prompting procedure, you can deliver a demand verbally, then you can model the demand, and then you can provide hand over hand. If the problem behavior is demonstrated, a break will be provided for the individual. Task demands and the prompting procedure will cease. For the condition contingent tangible, following having access to preferred activities or toys, there will be a removal of the preferred activity or toy. Less preferred and neutral toys should still be accessible during this condition. If the problem behavior is demonstrated, the preferred toy will be given back or the activity will be resumed. During the alone condition, Little stimulation should be made available in the environment. This is going to require the therapist to remove themselves, tasks, and play materials. If the problem is demonstrated in this condition, you will use planned ignoring or